confined to a tiny spit of sand, unable to escape. But tonight, it's heavy stuff.
Smashing windows at Topshop and confronting members of the royal family. Senior officers had hoped to allow thousands of students to make their voices heard. Even as police and protesters began to be injured, those wishing to simply march were still able to finish the protest route. But it was clear many were intent on trying to reach Parliament itself. There was fury as the mounted police moved in.
We did everything we could to facilitate peaceful protest, and in reality, whilst I'm sure the vast majority came here to want a peaceful protest, a significant number of people behaved very badly to that.
We have police officers who've been injured, we have damage to buildings, and there was an incident involving their own houses. The Metropolitan Police will obviously be looking into all of these.
In the last hour, large numbers of riot police have moved in to move the protesters out. In their wake, the evidence of a difficult day for the police as much as politicians.
But tonight, on this small planet, we're going to rock civilization.
As a peaceful and jovial demonstration earlier today has now turned into what's going on behind me. Behind me is the headquarters of the Conservative Party, and demonstrators have gathered outside there shouting slogans, burning their banners. In the middle of the courtyard there is a large fire that they've made that they're burning things on, throwing sticks. There's a large police presence inside the courtyard as well, and they've managed to break one of the windows of the building. A small group of demonstrators also managed to make their way up onto the roof from where they are waving banners. The police are involved. Police in riot gear have been called, and 20-25 police in riot gear are also trying to sort the situation out. I've been approached by a couple of people as a news crew who have said to me that they want to make it clear this is just a small group of demonstrators who are causing this trouble, and that the majority of this demonstration is still a peaceful one. This is the biggest demonstration that London has seen against austerity measures. Of course, we've seen demonstrations all over Europe, students and trade unions alike. There are around 25,000 people out on the streets, we think, although obviously it's impossible to give an exact number. They're protesting an increase in fees for university tuition from around £3,000, trebling to around £9,000, and that is due to happen in 2012 if no one does anything about it. I spoke to some students about why they turned out today. Here's what they had to say.
Well, I'm a student teacher, and I think it's not right that future students will have to pay extensive fees of £9,000 for a course that they could do maybe in a year.
Even though the government claims this is necessary to help the economy or whatever, we know for a fact there are many other ways we can help it.
This is a product of everything being seen in financial terms, and we need to think about what education is actually for and who it's for, and that it's for the wider society. It's not simply a way to buy yourself earning power.
This is really the first unrest that we've seen in London, but there has been other unrest throughout Europe. And the backdrop of this is that extraordinarily David Cameron, the Prime Minister, has agreed an increase in the amount of money that Britain gives to the European Union every year, an increase of around $700 million. It's also been suggested that by an MEP, an EU negotiator, who says that there are hidden costs involved in that as well, and that the rise in membership fees for the European Union essentially won't just be $700 million, it will be upwards of $1 billion. Now this is really the first unrest that we've seen in London, but some people are expecting more anger, both about job losses and student cuts.
Alright Charles, how you doing, mate?
The Duchess of Cornwall! The Duchess of Cornwall! The Duchess of Cornwall is being attacked! Shit! Prince Charles, the Duchess of Cornwall! Take that! Your government, fuck! Check this out! Your government! Where's that head? Duchess of Cornwall! Prince Charles! Prince Charles! Put the window up! Put the window up! Get off! Tories jump! What did you say, Prince? What did you say? Off with the red! Off with the red! Off with the red! Off with the red!